quarterback, number 12, Jake Retzlaff, 17 for 28, 231 through the air, 2 touchdowns, and yet another rushing touchdown. Mr. Smith, questions?
Second straight road game, you set the tone right off the bat with a touchdown.
Yeah, that's fun.
Describe that for day and just how much does that help when you get off to the start?
Yeah, it's awesome. We do our first 9 every week, right? First 9 scripted plays of the game. And I remember telling Coach, Will Hall yesterday at practice, I said, bro, we might score twice at least with these first 9. And sure enough, we scored on the first 2. And so we obviously a lot of faith in Chaz to go get that ball. You've seen now him make that play again for another time to start the game. So it's awesome to get that kind of start, gets everybody fired up. Our defense gets going off of that. They get that momentum and they go play better because of it. So
Yeah, receiving were so deep, it didn't seem to affect you that much. Just how much did it help? Coach I'll talk about how it was an emotional boost for you guys actually kind of for him a little bit today, but just also just how deep the receiving down that you could afford a loss like that.
Yeah, 83 is a historic player for this program. And Bryce Bohannon is an unbelievable human being. If you ever get a chance to talk to him, talk to him. He's an unbelievable human being. Guy, I hope to keep contact with the rest of my life. It's funny, his brother, or not brother, his cousin, Gary Bohannon, I think that BYU, who's another quarterback at BYU with me. And I talked to Gary about him because I found out they were cousins. And Gary's like, you're going to love playing with that guy. And, man, he understated it. I mean, Bryce is a good player. And so, but I've talked about it before, right? We've had playing situations where we run 3 receivers off the field, 3 more on, and we go throw the ball again, and then run them on, throw the ball again. So we got guys, we're deep. So excited. It was fun to see those guys step up today.
It's not like you didn't run as much, given your lead rush. Chris, you're a little banged up. Is that better?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a little less in the game plan, but there's still a decent amount, right? You saw me run the ball a few times. So there might be a little less, definitely a little conscious of it, but I've talked about it before. It's football in November. Like, that's what you deal with. Everybody in the country is dealing with something. So it's just about overcoming it and, saying like Coach says, so what, now what?
All the noise about the ranking, the playoffs. How do you guys stay focused in the locker room?
Yeah, it was a big deal for us. Last three American teams, got beat after getting ranked. So that was a big deal. It was something that was talked about on how we gotta just not eat the cheese, right? Not eat the rat poison and keep playing our brand of ball and going out there and doing that thing. And playing for guys like Bryce, it helps us kind of move away from that mindset and the mindset of we're gonna go play for somebody. We really dig down. This team, the progression of this team is unbelievable, and see where we are now. How we're playing with the purpose. You know what I mean? We're playing with the purpose on both sides of the ball. We're playing better and better each week because of it.
You would want to score more touchdowns, but how good does it feel that you pretty much took control of this game right away and never related for that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good, but it doesn't feel that good. You saw I was probably a little too frustrated on the field there. It's a couple of plays where it's just like, man, especially the play I got caught, man, that makes me upset because I'm a guy who takes pride in not getting caught by anybody and getting around. I probably scored if I outrun that one shoestring tackle, but we are capable of a lot better. And that starts with me. I got to be a lot better. And so, that's why you might see a little frustrations. But like I said, a win's a win. In this conference, it's hard to win, especially on the road. And this team's done a really good job of that this year.
Talk about Justin, you being first having to take classes and get your degree and then learn it. How tough was all that?
Yeah, obviously it was a grind. But the way it works is I wouldn't trade it. You know what I mean? Like that extra work. I've said this about playing junior college football before. I've said this about a lot of things. Like I wouldn't trade it for anything. For being a 5-star out of high school, I'm happy I was 0 stars and a kid. Like that kind of grind, it makes everything worth it. And it makes everything sweeter when you get like a win like this on the road. And it's good.
May next week would most likely be third time in your in 4 years. Can you talk about what that means to you specifically here at Tulane and a school with specifically very high Jewish population?
Yeah, it's awesome. Right. And one thing I'm going to note about that is like there haven't been since he's except for Bohannon. Like he's a guy who took this program even from a young freshman, like just grinding his butt off, kind of embodies that. Like Slim's another dude. Like there's only a couple guys left because of transfer portal stuff and movement like that. But Bryce Bohannon just put his head down and grinded, and he's made this program. It's totally enough about it. So just about Tulane, man. This is, frankly, a school that's not used to this much success on the football field. And so our plan is to get our student body used to it. And we got the president here. We're gonna get them used to it, and we're gonna get them out to games. And so I'm excited. hopefully we get a lot of bodies in that student section this week and or next weekend for senior night. That'll be a big deal. But like you said, a win at home, which we played really well at home this year, that'd be a cool deal. But Coach Summerall has made a big deal of we're gonna focus on what's right in front of us.
What do you feel like makes Shamar McClure special now that he's gained the coach's trust? Really
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah, man, he's a kid who's fun to watch run the rock. I mean, he's fun to hand the ball off to, and a lot of times when I carry out a little fake, and then I get the best seat in the house to watch those guys run the ball, and he's fun, man. When he's got that confidence brewing, it's kind of a get out of the way situation, and it's fun to watch him run the rock. He's had a lot of personal growth over the last 3-4 months that I've been here, and so that is super rewarding to see. And I kind of sound like an old head when I say that because I'm an older guy on this team, and it's what the coaches see. It's why I like Jamari, who has been like just steady trying to grind, and get his mind right and do all these things, be in the right place at the right time. And he had a great day today, and so I'm excited for him. What do you have? 122. Wow, that's a lot better than I even thought it was. And last week he had 96 or something like that. So yeah, he's a stud. The whole room is a stud.
All good?
Thanks, guys.